UFC Fight Night, Cannonier versus Borralho. Let's break down this card. First fight of the night, we got Cong, Wang, and Victoria Leonardo. I like Cong Wang here to win. I think she's the better striker out of the two, and she's good enough on the grappling department as well. Victoria Leonardo is tough. That's what I'm going to give her. She's okay everywhere. Not more than okay. But if you look at her finishes, she got finished by really good competition like Blanchfield, Fiorat, Gatto, Silva. So the competition that finished her are quite good. I don't think Wang will finish her. That's why the over here looks like a good prop to take. That probably would be my bet on this fight because she's juiced minus 800. I'm not touching that. So the over 2.5 probably be good. Here we got Jacqueline, Cavalcanti, and Josiane Nunes. I like Cavalcanti here. I think she's gonna be the better striker out of the two. Josiane Nunes is very messy with her striking. She's just try to throw bombs, and I don't think it's gonna work with Cavalcanti. She's a very technical striker. She has good. She has the ability to really find her range well, and in her debut she fought against Farron, who, by the way, Zara Farron, who Josiane Nunes did fight as well and won. I just think that Cavalcanti is gonna be better there, and I'll pick her to win. The over 2.5 looks good as well. She's gonna be the bigger girl, 5'8", 70-inch reach compared to 67. So yeah, that's gonna help her in this fight. I'm gonna pick her to win. Next fight we got Reese against Jose Medina. I'm gonna pick Zach Reese to win. I think he can do it probably in the first round. Medina, he's a funny story. He actually lost in Contender, but Dana White gave him a shot, and he's over 30 years old. He's 33 years old, and still Dana gave him a shot, which is funny because now he's saying like if you're over 30 you probably won't get a shot, so why do you sign him to fight? Anyway, I'm picking Zach Reese. I think that his finishing ability would be there. He's gonna be the longer fighter, the taller fighter, the bigger fighter. He can submit you, he can knock you out. We saw that in his last fight against Julian Marquez. And man, if he lost in Contender, it doesn't impress me. I don't think he's UFC quality, but let's see. I like Zach Reese here, maybe the under 2.5 as well, or under 1.5 with Zach Reese because he always finishes or get finished in the first. Next fight we got Borshchev and James Llontop. Man, Borshchev had a rough last five fights. He lost 3 of them, but if you really look at the people he lost to, those are mainly grapplers. Margia Casey is a really good wrestler. Mike Davis is a good wrestler. He controlled him most of the fight, took his back. This is a striker, and look what happened when he fought a striker. He knocked him out. Nazim Sadikov, I think this guy needs to be studied in a lab because the amount of damage he took in that fight and still kept going is insane. He caught Viacheslav in the 3rd round with a deadly blow that got him the 10-8, which ended up in a draw. So yeah, Chase Hooper. It's funny. Chase Hooper managed to catch him on the feet, and then obviously dominated on the ground. The thing is, I think because Viacheslav was so worried about the takedown from Chase Hooper, that caused him to really not pay attention to defense. Now in this fight though, he's fighting another striker. So I'm gonna pick Viacheslav to win. Striking, he should own Llontop, but the fact that he got dropped by Chase Hooper twice, and after he got dropped by Sadikov, that it just worries me, because the same thing can happen. I'm probably not laying anything here, but I do like Viacheslav to win. He should win if it's a striking match. Next fight we got Denis Buzuka, and he's not gonna fight Danny Silva. There's a replacement fight for him. They just didn't update it yet in Topology, but he's not gonna fight Silva. He's gonna fight the same guy that I forgot his name. Anyway, he's not gonna fight Silva, and I'm just skipping this fight. Okay, Edmen Shahbazyan and Gerald Meerschaert. This is gonna be a banger. I don't see this fight going the distance. I think the under is a good pick here. Shahbazyan is a striker, and Meerschaert is a grappler. So either Shahbazyan knocks him out or Meerschaert submits him. I'm leaning on the side of Shahbazyan knocking him out. Meerschaert is 37 years old almost. He's just on the decline, you know. He got a submission against Barberena. Barberena is not in the UFC anymore. Other than that, he had 3 losses. Shahbazyan not looking better, but he did manage to knock out Dobson in their last fight. Dobson was never knocked out before. He lost to Anthony Hernandez. That's a bad loss. Won against Dalcha, lost to Imavov, and lost to Jack Hermanson by decision. This guy got lost to Petrosky, lost to Pfeiffer, won against Bruno Silva, and lost to Jutko. I just think that Shahbazyan is going to be able to find Meerschaert chin. With that being said, if I'm going to make any bet here, it's going to be the under, because both are has suspect chins. Both, I wouldn't say suspect chins, but Shahbazyan has gas issues. There's too many red flags here, so I just don't see this fight going the distance. Next fight we got Neil Magny and Michael Morales. I like Morales here. I think he's a specimen of a fighter. He has a bright future, in my opinion, in the division, in the 170 division. There's some killers in the division, don't get me wrong, but he's one of them, and I just like the way he improves every time. He's very young, 25 years old, and he's gonna destroy Magny. I don't see Magny winning here. I see him destroying Magny legs, which we know are in a bad shape. Ian Machado Gary showed us. In his last fight against Melot, man, if I had Melot, such a terrible performance by Melot, because he was owning the entire fight, and then in the last 20 seconds of the third round, he completely gassed like a fucking idiot, and Magny finished him. I don't see it happening with Morales. I would say that Magny is toughest as they come, and I think that this fight will go the distance. So if you pick Morales by decision or just taking the over, should cash here. Next fight, we got the tough matchup. We got Ryan Loder and Robert Valentin. I've been going back and forth with this fight. I'm gonna pick Robert Valentin to win. It feels like in the entire season they were building him up. He was very, very dangerous. He got 2 first-round finishes, one by knockout, one by submission in the season. Ryan Loder, though, he's a good fighter, a very good wrestler. He was an Olympic wrestler. That's like his main thing, is wrestling. The thing is, he slows down as the fight goes, and Valentin already went the distance a few times. And Loder as well, but I think Valentin has just more weapons in this fight. I don't think he's gonna finish Loder, though. I think because Ryan in the season he fought against someone who's very dangerous, and he managed to keep staying on the outside and really stay safe after he got the first 2 rounds in the pocket. So it might happen here. I don't know. The over will hit in my opinion. I don't see Loder finishing Robert Valentin. Was very tough, and I don't see. I do see a scenario where Valentin finishes Ryan, but low probability. So the over here, but I'm gonna keep my pick with Valentin to win the fight. Next fight, we got the co-main event, Tabatha Ricci and Angela Hill. I'm picking Tabatha Ricci to win. I think that Angela Hill is overrated. She's 39 years old, almost 40. She's a good fighter, very tough, but I think Ricci has the tools to take her down and control her, or at least put more damage, have the moments in the fight. She's relentless. She did lose her last fight against Tessia Pennington. This was a disgusting robbery. It is what it is, though. I believe she's gonna be able to take Hill down, and we know that Angela Hill on the ground with girls in the level of Ricci with jiu-jitsu, might be a problem. Like, she managed to survive Dern, but Dern was very close to finishing her. So yeah, I'm gonna pick I'm gonna pick Ricci to win. But the over here looks good. If Ricci wins here, she wins by decision. She's not gonna finish Angela Hill, so that's something you can look into. And the main event, we got Caio Borralho and Gerald Cannonier. I'm gonna pick Gerald Cannonier. I know that Caio Borralho is good. He obviously fighting nerds and all that, but Cannonier, bro, he's like a freak of physical specimen. The guy can do it all, especially with the striking. I don't see Borralho taking him down. It's gonna be very hard for him to do so. He might take him down, but Cannonier just will come right back up. He's very explosive. On a striking, man, I don't know. Every time you fight Cannonier, you know you have the chance to get knocked out by him because he's that strong. I'm picking Cannonier, especially because he's the dog. I won't be surprised if somehow Caio Borralho manages to win, but at this odds, bro, I'm not taking it, okay? So these are my picks. Guys, if you haven't joined to our Telegram group, it's free. I post my picks. We talk about fighting. We talk about betting. Like you can see in the last card, UFC 305, I shared some live bets I've made that cashed, like Ramos, Walker, and also Ramos. Whoever bet on Ramos, he won. That was a sweat. We got Taito Uvasa, the over 1.5. So I share bets here. We talk. It's a nice group to have. I also shared some Dana White Contender Series picks. So if you want to see them, make sure you join today. It doesn't cost anything. It's just a nice community to have and talk about fighting and betting. And that's it. If you enjoy the content, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.